Hey guys, welcome to the Podtendo Podcasts YouTube tier ranking show. We've now ranked every single game that we have played. And this is it, guys. This is definitive. And we just keep adding to it. So, kind of mini review. We're ranking Tony Hawk today. So, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. Some pretty epic genre-defining video games.
Yeah.
Do we introduce ourselves? I'm Mick, you're Tyson. Yeah, is that a thing we do?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yes, cool. Yes. Very cool. I like cool Tony Hawk games. I love the first couple of games. I mean, kind of got a little long in the tooth, but we recently both picked up and replayed the remake collection and had a pretty good time with it. I mean, I think we both admit that these games aren't super deep, but they're sports games. Mm-hmm. So what do you expect?
Yeah, it's just, and it's more interesting, I think, from like a development point of view and kind of how it came to be, right? The popularity that was Tony Hawk at that given time, right? The fact that they bet on Tony Hawk as being kind of their brand was huge, right? That was really important, and his kind of rise to fame during that late 90s period. The counterculture that was kind of MTV that was pushing its way through, and just kind of how this fit really nichely into what was going on and popularized a whole genre of just of sports, right? Skateboarding's been around since the 40s, apparently, according to our research, and it took 50 years for it to kind of 60 almost years, right, to kind of get over the hurdle and make it into the mainstream.
Yeah, and I think that this really established it.
Yeah. Oh, it was a big
pathos of the world. I don't know what's the right word for this. The
ether of the, I don't know what. Yeah, sure, pathos,
yeah.
Ether. One of those big words that kind of makes it sound smart, but you don't really know what it means, but you say it anyways.
Yeah. Well, there's it starts with an X or something. I don't know. There's a certain word for it. Okay. Anyways, it was the thing that established it into like popular culture, and my mom could reference Tony Hawk.
Yeah. True. Cool. Yeah. So, in terms of that, like, they kind of took a genre that never existed before, right? Open world skating experiences. There's had a massive amount of clones that have come out of this, right? It was kind of cool. The fact that this company, Neversoft, picked out of thin air and created what is a definitive experience for lots of kids, I imagine, out there, right? Like, this was genre defining. I kind of feel like we're just like in that point where genre defining is probably going to be said like 50 times.
Yeah. Well, and I think especially when we're dealing with Hallmark, there was never a big skateboarding game to the point where there hasn't really even been another big skateboarding franchise besides this. Like, yeah, Skate exists, but hey, Skate, EA, where's Skate 4? Oh, You're working on it? Yeah, you've been saying that for about 7 or 8 years now. So Tony Hawk is our skateboarding franchise. It's the definitive skateboarding game. So where does it fit in our year's ranking list?
Yeah, it is tough, right, to go through, because it is there's so many highs that, right, like it's a great kind of arcade experience. It's a pick up, it's a go, but they do want you to grind through. Just like our dear friend Banjo, they really want you to play every single inch of this game before you can move on. And it's just such I don't know, I don't love that aspect of it. I do enjoy playing it, but then like the number of times I've just done a course and like I've got 5 subway tickets and I've got SKAE, right? And I've got 10,000 less points than I should, and all of a sudden the level ends and I just accomplished no goals, and I was like, so what did I do for 2 minutes? Like, I had fun, but I didn't actually get anywhere.
Did I do anything?
Yeah, I don't know.
And that's why I'm kind of looking at next to Dr. Mario, because it's good, but it's not great. It could. Would I play this over? Would I play Crisis Core over this?
I see. Is it skippable? I don't think you can skip this. I think in terms of kind of what we've done here, right, and we've created kind of a definitive experience of gaming history, a definitive gaming history. If you're a gaming historian, you have to watch this. No, that's not what I'm saying. And what I like to think this list is kind of like it shows. It'd be a good starting point, a good guide for someone who's interested in older games but don't know where to go. Right? Here, take a look at our list. We've ranked everything. We've done the hard work. You can kind of just come in and just play the gems. Right? These are the gems up here in the required playing. This is the good stuff. This is the stuff that you just don't put in your mouth ever. It's bad.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's
so. But I think Tony Hawk. You should play it at some point, right?
Yes.
Like, for myself, how does it compare to GoldenEye?
GoldenEye hasn't aged as well as the remake and modernized versions as this has.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But does the experience of repeating the same thing level after level, like, you didn't even really, like... Would you be more inclined to finish GoldenEye, or would you be more inclined to get all the way through Tony Hawk? I think it's like a very pick up and play.
Well,
yeah, next to Smash Bros makes sense in my mind.
Okay, I'm looking at GoldenEye and I'm like, GoldenEye, Tony Hawk, those are very kind of like similar in my mind games. But yeah, you're right. GoldenEye, you can play through the game. Cool. Multiplayer, you're gonna play for hours. After a while of Tony Hawk, I'm better than you, we're probably going to stop playing because you can't beat me, right? Or you're better than me, or you're playing your friend and like you always get the high score, and eventually just be like, okay, I'm done. Like, I don't want to play anymore, right?
Yeah.
So if you're equally skilled, sure, great, but I don't know if it's for everybody. So I would probably put it behind there. Now I'm looking, okay, we got Diddy Kong Racing. That's a great racing experience. And like Smash Brothers is awesome. It's great. So it might fit somewhere in here, because I do think that it is a lot more fun than, say, like the Clone Wars.
Yeah. I think that's a good spot for it, because it is kind of amongst some pretty upper echelon material. Like, even, I mean, yeah, I think that's a good spot for it. I was leaning good but flawed. I just didn't know where to put it.
Okay. Yeah. No. That's.
It seems like it's.
Yeah, it's the point of the experience.
It's definitely better than Clone Wars 2, because I'm not going to play Clone Wars 2 all the way through if you just get into a death sequence, you're like, nah, I'm done.
Yeah, you're going to play through all the characters, play for 30 minutes and shut it off. That's what Tony Hawk is. You play for 30 minutes, you shut it off. I am questioning why Mega Man is there, because I do feel like Mega Man, you should probably, like, especially 4 or 6 or whatever the really good ones were, like, I guess it was a whole package we probably put there, right?
Yeah, we might have averaged them.
Yeah.
Because you're right, like, Mega Man, even compared to Shovel Knight.
Yeah, that's I mean, I made these shows. I'm probably never going back and understanding why, like, Shovel Knight is there. Shovel Knight's pretty good. Maybe I'll play Shovel Knight.
Hey, it's a solid experience.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, back to Tony Hawk. Yeah, I think this is kind of where it lives. It's good but flawed. And these are these the 30-minute experiences?
Yeah, kind of. Like, it's the games where you pick up, play it a little bit.
Mm-hmm. You get it.
You can sink your teeth into, but it's not, like, it's got some issues.
Eventually, you're going to play, like, all of 007. Like, oh, that was fun, cool. Or, like, you finish Minute Cap, and you're like, great experience. But, like, also, if you played for 30 minutes, you'd be like, oh, okay, I get it. I shrink once in a while. Neat. These are more of, like, you probably should try and play. Maybe you play all the time. They're fun. These are, like, you have to beat.
Yeah. Well, or it's also, like, so the required playing, great experience. Those are games that I think are going to continue to be remade and re-released and redone. Whereas I think the good but flawed are going to be games that maybe get just re-released.
Yeah, like
or
I said.
Maybe, and then, like, yeah, like they're good games. Not saying they're bad in any stretch of the imagination. It's just like they're not upper echelon. Like, in the pile of games that we've played, we got to start drawing some lines somewhere.
Yeah, fair enough. Cool. Awesome. So with that, there we go. So Tony Hawk, good but flawed, kind of right smack dab in the middle of our list. Yeah, it's more of like a legacy pick. If it was just strictly based on gameplay and like how it holds up today, but as a legacy kind of experience, kind of important in terms of video game history. So
yeah, exactly. And especially considering it's like there's not a lot of skateboarding franchises out here. So
no, not at all. Just or even alternative sports outside of like call it the big four or whatever, like baseball, hockey, basketball, and football. And I guess FIFA. FIFA is probably the best one. FIFA should big five. Outside of the big five, like you don't see pro bull PBR or something like pro bull riding taking off or something, right? So
it's the counterculture sport.
Yeah,
it's like and as like it's like the snowboarding and stuff where it's like it's solo. It's like a solo sport you do by yourself. It's the golf of the world. It's the like you can compete in competitions.
Wait a tick. We did a whole podcast yesterday, and we did a whole show, and we've never once mentioned, like, the skateboarding games? That's weird, right? Huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh. Maybe that's something we should look into in the future. Anyways, anything else on Tony Hawk for today?
No, I think we covered it.
Cool.
Love this game. I love how it introduced skateboarding to me, and, left a big part in my childhood and life.
Sweet. Awesome. Cool. Yeah. So with that, I think we say, see you guys. Bye. And I don't know the next time you see us on here. Okay.
Soon.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.